So my educational journey or path began with going to high school into Brown High School in Raleigh, North Carolina. Did my 4 years of high school. Then I went to East Carolina, and I started with a medical degree in seven program. It was like a new program that East Carolina offered. I started doing that program, had summer classes, basically did not get out of school. The last semester that I was going to be at East Carolina, I did a residency up in Atlantic City. I saw some really crazy stuff that really wasn't in my wheelhouse for a volunteership or internship. And that really spurred me to make that decision to not go forward with that program. And while I'm in my academic advisor's waiting room, I look down and to the right, and there's a pamphlet for chiropractic. So that was my introduction to chiropractic. I did my 3.5 years of chiropractic school. And then during chiropractic school, I actually partook in a fellowship degree for traumatic brain injuries and clinical neuroscience. So I actually get like 2 degrees for one, and it was 25 hours. I think it was maybe 10 weekends out of the year, once a month, maybe 12 weekends. And that was really very anatomy intense, very observation intense. So your clinical skills went to a whole nother level. And then after I got out of chiropractic school and finished up with my board exams, both for chiropractic school and for the postdoctoral fellowship degree, I started doing some active release technique, which is amazing for soft tissue. Really helps you develop your hands very well. And then the last thing I did was the integrative dry needling certification, which is by far one of the best ones that I've taken for sharpening clinical skills and also being able to really pinpoint the root cause of any sort of issue, and really giving you a great understanding of where to start, what to expect, and giving people immediate results. So those are like really my educational path to where am today. So my areas of expertise really lie in soft tissue and sports injury rehab, and then I overlay that with my neurology degrees to really get the full picture of, hey, do you have a nagging shoulder injury? Is it a rotator cuff tear, or is it some sort of like brain based issue or a neck complaint that is affecting the shoulder? So understanding where the root cause of a lot of those problems are very foundational in my areas of expertise for the dry needling, for the soft tissue work with active release technique, and then having that groundwork and that framework for knowing the neuroanatomy associated with all those issues that we see in the office. I think some of the bigger impacts of any of the specific moments in my training that really helped my philosophy is a culmination of quite a few things. One, it's like time, because as you develop, there's new techniques, there's new ways to treat people, there's new things coming out, new technologies that really accelerate patient responses. I wouldn't say there's one specific moment. It's more of a gradual thing over time that you don't just learn everything over one day or one course. It's a culmination of many things. The biggest thing I could say with staying current in new developments in chiropractic and integrative wellness is really looking at a lot of the social media things. There's good and bad with those things, and as you get educated, you see more of the research comes out with treating plantar fasciitis or Achilles tendonitis or knee pain, and there's all these new technologies that, as long as they're research back, we're evidence based, and we really try to focus on getting those technologies in the office, and that really helps out with what makes our office different. Is we have those new technologies able to be implemented very quickly and effectively to help people get better quicker and faster and get them back on the field or on the pickleball court or in the CrossFit gym. I would definitely say the concussion specialty that I have in the neurology specialty is the biggest, most rewarding part of the specialty that we do. I find that a lot of people that I see, they're on their last leg, they're on their last little bit of hope, and they don't really understand what the problem is. And being able to explain to them down to the molecule and the nerve that's being affected or the part of the brain that's being affected, those really are most rewarding for me because it hasn't been explained to them in that sort of fashion to where, oh, that makes sense. They don't get that light bulb moment to where, oh, this connects all the dots that we have together for their diagnosis or for where they've been everywhere else and they don't know how I can help them out, the lowly chiropractor. But that's definitely the specialty in the neurology and the traumatic brain injuries is definitely the biggest thing that I find most rewarding with being able to educate people and to help people overall.